even the best guys to the worst guys. So I respect that about him so much. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Ask you about your transfer portal experiences.
Mm.
I was asking all these guys because everybody has different stories because
Right.
they came in at different times,
Right.
right? What what about West Virginia and how what they sold, what they pitched? Everybody's a little bit
Mm.
different, right?
Right.
That made you go. That's probably it.
Right. Obviously, Zach Alley being there meant a lot to me because that was my first defensive coordinator. He brought me into Jack State. Another pitch, obviously, was my brother. Yeah, being there, like that's kind of hard to turn down. But just knowing, understanding that I've already been on a team with Rich Rod and Alley, and we won. And so, I mean, at the end of the day, I want to win.
Yeah.
So, it was like a no-brainer.
No agent. I don't want to know about your money, anything like that. But you kind
Yeah.
of did the same thing last year, right? And I don't know how quickly things change, but it seems like they change very fast.
Right.
What was the portal experience like? Not why you picked Wisconsin,
Yeah.
but like the dynamics of business and,
Yeah.
and income and
Yeah.
all that stuff last year versus this year. How much different?
Honestly, it wasn't much different for me because, like, even last year when I hit the portal to go to Wisconsin, I was only in the portal like 3 to 4 days, and then I made my commitment. Like, I didn't want to sit and wait, and so I never really got into that. Honestly, like I made my decision soon, so I didn't. Nobody really like had to bid for me or anything like that in that manner. And then this year it was just like I already knew. Like after I hit the portal, like I just knew I wanted to go to West Virginia and made my commitment, and then shut everything down. So
Yeah.
I didn't really deal with it too
That's
much.
a hard question. Go all the way back to high school.
Uh,
That's a whole different world. Right?
Yeah.
Like, what was that versus these most recent two experiences?
High school, it was kind of hard for me because it felt like I felt like I was always good enough to play at a higher level, and I wasn't getting that. And I think like the difference is I felt like more people actually wanted me, which is like I don't feel like that's necessarily a good thing because you can only go to one school at the end of the day. And so yeah, I think that was the biggest difference. Like Jack State, and it was like only like two other schools who really wanted me, and so I think that's the difference.
It's under your skin a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it is
Because,
definitely.
all right, so you're
It's a driving factor.
you're state
Yeah.
champion quarterback.
Yes, sir.
Pretty good school, right?
Yes, sir.
And then, like you said, no one really believed in you. So that has to bother
Yeah, definitely.
you. Okay. How do you? I don't know. How do you channel that? You just
Um,
figure, all right, I guess I'm a defensive player now.
yeah.
I guess I'll start here. Like that. That's not an easy pull.
Well, honestly, like I always knew I wasn't going to be a quarterback because obviously I'm like 5'9". But even then, like I felt like I had showed enough to be able or I had proven myself enough to be able to play at a higher level. But obviously that opportunity didn't present itself, and so like I just went back to the drawing board and just kept working, kept pushing. Like I always keep God first. My dad and my family stay on me about that because that's like the most important thing. Just putting your trust in God and like doing that every day.
Did you want to get a chance on offense being a quarterback, but like you're good with the ball in your hands? Sometimes you can be running back.
Yeah.
Was that
Well, yeah, that was an option. I could have went to receiver to a couple of schools as a receiver. I could also still play quarterback at certain schools, but I feel like ultimately me being a defensive back, like being good at defensive back, I think is more valuable than being good at receiver. So I think that's what made me make my decision.
And then when you're in now, it seems like what you like is the fact that both schools are taking this and we can let you do a couple different things.
Yeah.
Maybe not quarterback, defensive back.
Yeah.
Defensive back, but nickel corner.
Right.
Is
Yeah.
that part of still who you are and what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Not saying it's high
Definitely.
school, but like you said,
Yeah, definitely. Shoot, I'll play anywhere on the field if it means this what's best for the team. So
What's the most fun for you playing football?
the most fun for me, like just in general, I think the experience that you get of being around the guys like every day, like I think we take it for granted at times, but it's truly a blessing, and just being able to do that every day and take on that challenge, I think is what sometimes can fulfill me a little bit. So
What do you expect from the defense this year?
I expect us to be a top 10 defense. I mean, Obviously, we have to go out there and show that, but I feel like we have the guys for it, and I think just looking at it throughout spring practice and in the summer, like we've been really good. We've been progressing really well. So, yes.
What have you discussed playing with your brother?
So honestly, we don't really. I don't know. Like we don't. I mean, obviously we have goals that we set for ourselves, but as far as the season, like he. I mean, obviously he wants to rush for um, a certain amount of yards, but for the season, we just want to win, man. Like it's really not that much. Like we're team driven, so it's like as long as we're winning, everything is fine. And obviously we're going to be playing, so I mean that comes with our own accolades as well. But we just want to win.
What's the best advice you received to play defensive back?
The best advice,
And who told you?
my dad, and honestly the best advice he's ever given me is keeping God first in my life. I'm a big believer in Jesus Christ, and just I think being that being that big of a believer, it doesn't keep me too low or too high whenever anything good or bad happens. So I think that's the best piece of advice.
Good luck to you this season.
Kind of want to go back to